I hereby declare open the 58th session of the Human Rights Council. We gather here at a time of profound global challenges: conflict, inequality, the erosion of fundamental freedoms, and an alarming backlash against human rights in many parts of the world. The very principles upon which the United Nations was founded 80 years ago are being tested. This milestone anniversary should serve as a moment of reflection. Are we living up to the promise of the UN Charter and the core international human rights treaties? Are we doing enough to protect the most vulnerable? And most importantly, are our efforts making a real difference on the ground where it matters most? History has shown that when human rights are weakened, crises deepen, conflicts escalate, and societies fracture. Today, we see this playing out in real time: mounting attacks on civic space, attempts to silence independent voices, and the shrinking of hard-won human rights protections. These trends demand our urgent response. Amid these difficulties, we must remember why we are here. Our responsibility is not just to debate or adopt resolutions. It is to make tangible, positive impact on people's lives. Over the next 6 weeks, the victims and survivors of human rights violations and abuses must remain at the center of our discussions and actions. Their voices must guide our work, and their dignity must be our priority. This Council was created to be a forum for dialogue, cooperation, accountability, and action. Let us rise to this challenge with renewed determination. Let us reaffirm that human rights are not optional. They're universal, indivisible, interdependent, and essential for peace, security, and development. As we begin this session, I urge all of us to engage in meaningful and respectful discussions, to listen to those most affected, and to ensure that our words translate into action. Before handing the floor to our distinguished guests for their opening statements, I now call on the Council to observe a moment of silence in memory of all victims of human rights violations around the world.